Haven't talked about makeup for quite some time here on Glamorous, and I've got to say, over the years, my own style of makeup has also changed a little bit. Like, I would never have thought that I would find myself reaching out for the more neutral tones and trying to look a bit more natural rather than outrageous with watermelons on my eyes, the way I did in 2019. Comment if you know what I'm talking about. And now, to start off with my makeup, first I apply a primer. And I don't always use this for my makeup, but I definitely use it when I'm doing a little bit of a heavier makeup that I want to last for a long time, and I only apply it near the creases of my mouth and under the eyes. This primer is actually an illuminating primer. Like, I can see the little specks of glitter in here. So I should be heavily glowing now. This has left my skin feeling smooth like butter paper. Next, I go in with a good coverage foundation because just concealer isn't enough when you're going for a desi glam look. Like, whenever you're gonna wear heavy jewelry or a flashy outfit, just concealer isn't really enough. So here's foundation. This has like a super drippy and very lightweight consistency, and this is perfect because I really didn't want my makeup to look cakey. And this is a Lumi matte foundation. So let's see how luminous it makes me. I'm actually just using my hands for application today because I feel like it gives a very skin-like finish. So I'm not putting a lot under the eyes because I know I'm going to put concealer later, and layering too many products in one place actually makes it look heavy, cakey, and my under eyes are prone to creasing. So I don't want to end up with these beige lines under my eyes. So on some parts of my face, I'm prone to a little bit of redness, as you can see. So I'm using a brush to cover this up. This is where I need the big guns. Also, when it comes to putting makeup on your neck, I think a brush is the best way to go, because with your hands, you might miss out some spots. And this way I feel like I'm painting a house, and it's kind of fun. I'm gonna take a little bit of my reddish matte lipstick and use it as a color corrector under the eyes. This actually works out really well to cancel out the dark circles. Time for concealer. I was a little skeptical when I saw this concealer was for under $250 and I bought it online, and let's see this shade match. I think it's pretty spot on, and you don't always get this while shopping online. One tip is don't directly apply concealer right under your eyes because then it'll get into your creases and look very cakey. So I've applied it like under the inside edge of my eye. For concealers, I do not take a risk with fingers. I don't want my nails getting into my eyes. So I always use this kind of a fluffy brush. I'm really amazed at this coverage. It feels also very non-cakey. Honestly, this is the best concealer I have tried in this budget. This is a before and an after. I know there's a lot of stuff here like the red color corrector and stuff, but this coverage, I'm genuinely very impressed with this. So this is the first time I'm trying this Swiss Beauty concealer, and I ordered it online, and I've never tried this before, so I was not sure how it would work out or if the shade match would even be right. So I had this MAC concealer with me just in case as a backup. I really like this one. I'm going to stick with this for this makeup look, and the ease of the wand is also like greater than this. So I might just stick with this for a long time. And this is actually 10 times more expensive than this one. That's crazy. So now you know it's not always the brand, the product is more important. Time for cream blush. I'm not going to set my makeup yet because I really like the dewy look that cream blush gives you before you set. Because after you set your makeup, mixing cream and powder is not a good idea. So this is Blue Heaven's Pop and Glow Cheek and Eyes Gel Blush. I'm not going to apply this on my eyes because we have a cool eye product coming up after this. But here's how this looks. You see this transparent applicator thingy? It's really cool because now you're going to see this fill up with the blush inside. I really love this shade. It's like a nice rosy, nudie blush because I do not like very pink or very red blushes. So I'm really liking this shade. Now let's apply it. Another tip for you is do not directly put that blush onto your cheeks because you don't know how pigmented it is. In fact, I am also dabbing it off a little right now because it is quite pigmented. So I'm going to now dot it on my cheek and then blend it with 2 fingers. It's always best to just start off with very little product. because you really never know how pigmented it's going to be. This has given me a natural pinkish flush of color. I feel like I can go a little bit pinkier with the blush. Very little on my fingers, not too much, so that I have full control of this blush. This has not only given me a very subtle, nice pink blush, but it's also doing the job of a highlighter, which I've stopped using since like 2020. It's giving like a natural flush of color to the cheek, and that can't be beaten by shimmer. To avoid getting everything like on the edge of the cheekbones or looking a little too round like Annabelle, I try to blend it a little closer to my nose. It gives me a look like I've been actually blushing. It's time to finally set under the eyes, and what I did just before this is use my concealer brush to kind of re-blend my concealer because my eyes tend to crease a lot, and this helped out smoothen some of the lines. Now for the fun part, I have this really cool duo shift kind of an eyeshadow. I haven't actually tried one of these before, so I'm quite excited. Let's see how it swatches. I'm literally getting distracted with this liquid metal gold green color. It doesn't even feel like an eyeshadow, it's feeling really cool. I might spend the entire Diwali party looking at my hand instead of hanging out because this color is literally distracting me. This liquid gold look is too cool. It has this yellow, green finish to it, and again, like the blush, I would say not to directly apply it on your eye. Put it on your hand first, and then you can apply a controlled amount on your eyelids. I have to warn you, this does dry very fast. So like me, if you got distracted by how it was looking on the back of your hand and forgot to blend it out, you're going to be left with a streaky finish. So make sure you quickly blend it. Applying a duochrome color shifting eyeshadow gives you that effect like you have spent hours on your eye makeup, but actually only spent for like maybe a few minutes. And I think the only downside I would say is that it leaves me with these messy fingers. When your eyeshadow is this funky, loud and shiny, you need voluminous lashes to match that with. So I'm going with L'Oreal's Volume Million Lashes mascara. This has a very thick wand, which is good for volumizing. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply it. Even while applying, I always remember to go left and right with my swishing motions in the beginning so that I can coat my lashes with a lot of mascara, and then I can just sort of make sure there are no clumps. I like to also blink with the wand. And this is my clump-free application. Now comes the weirdest expression part, the lower lashes. The only thing left now is lipstick, and normally I would have loved to go with just my tinted lip glosses that I wear these days, but it's a Diwali party and I'm gonna be eating, drinking, dancing, so I probably need a lipstick that will stay, but I want it to be glossy as well. So I'm trying out this Maybelline Vinyl ink. I have not tried it before, so it's my first time, my first review, and I have to shake it before I use it. So let me do that first. It looks so pink and red from outside, but I was shocked when I saw this nude color inside. I do prefer this, but I was shocked. This is normally for $850, but I got it on a 30% discount on Purple, which is great. So I got this for only around $550 something bucks. I'll tell you what it was actually. My maths is a little poor. This is actually a really nice my lips if they were amazing, cute and pink look. A sign that I had forgotten how liquid lipstick feels. It's gotten on my teeth. This is supposed to dry down fully matte, even though it looks like it has a little bit of a glossy sheen. Let's test it if it really does. I think for the most part, it does dry down pretty well, but there is a little bit that came onto the tissue here. So the conclusion is maybe I didn't give it enough time to dry down, but it doesn't feel drying at all, which was my problem with the earlier Superstay matte liquid lipstick. So I think this version is much better. The last thing I need now is something that's going to lock all of this in and make my makeup look really long lasting, at the same time transfer proof. So if I hug my friends, I don't want my entire face to come off on their white kurtas. In all this new product trial, I forgot about my OG, and I'm gonna do my eyebrows with the Browsings eyebrow palette now. I feel like my eyebrows are a little bit sparse, and also they look a little light compared to my head hair, so I feel like I have to darken them a little bit, or else it'll just not match. And now I feel ready. Without any product on my eyebrows, I can't possibly go out or step into any party. This whole jewelry set is a costume jewelry set, and I found this online. I don't know if I'll find the exact same product, but I'll link down some really great costume jewelry options for you guys. This might be a little too bling, so I feel like swapping out the bindi. At the end of the day, I'm just a red OG bindi kind of gal. So everyone in the studio really hated my red bindi. So I decided to go with the bindi from before, but with only one of those gemstones. Please ask me your skin, hair, makeup, or even if you have outfit questions in the comments below, and I'll try to answer all of them. Happy Diwali! I hope you have a great Diwali party or Diwali home celebration, and I'll see you in our next video. Until next time, stay tuned and stay glamorous.